every
That never
time.
that never gets any better for me.
No, I always get myself at least twice while editing. I mean, the guy from Black Flag, he said he gets himself at least twice while editing.
You forget. Yeah, you were quoting somebody.
I was
Just then.
quoting somebody.
But
TM.
so I was rifling through my notes, my many tomes of notes that I keep for this show, and I found another
I prefer
ancient.
scrolls.
Well, I like it's just a mess of manila folders. And I found an ancient stone poet, psalm almost, that I thought I should bring to the group.
Help me.
Okay.
And this is a very underground ancient stone poem. Like, not a lot of people know about it, but when you hear it, you'll know. Riding through this world, all alone, God takes your soul. You're on your own. The crow flies straight, a perfect line
Family.
on the devil's path until you die. This life is short, baby, that's a fact. Better live it right, you ain't coming back. Gotta raise some hell before they take you down. Gotta live this life. Gotta look this world in the eye. Gotta live this life till you die. You better have soul, nothing less. 'Cause when you're in business time, it's life or death. The king is dead, but life goes on. Don't lose your head when your deal goes down. Better keep your eye on the road ahead. Gotta live this life. Gotta look this world in the eye. Gotta live this life till you die. Yeah. And that is the ancient stone poem "This Life" by Curtis Sturgills and the Forest Rangers.
And in case you didn't automatically know what it was from that stone poet, you would probably recognize it the best if it was presented to you in picture form, such as this photograph. And instantly, for those who love the show Sons of Anarchy, get the feeling of riding through this world down, all alone.
Funny enough, I was in the vape sack and a bunch.
Prime?
Yes, at Prime before somebody was running late for a podcast duty.
Don't blame me. Blame the ride for the wall that shut down
wasn't-
Main Street.
And it wasn't the typical late member.
I know. I told as soon as I got to the, I
was first.
I was sitting
Yeah.
at the stoplight, and I was like, "Okay, I'm about to turn right. I've got literally 5 minutes left where I'm supposed to be there. Supposed to be there at noon. It's 11:55. I'm at the stoplight next to the bank. It is a quarter mile from the shop.
He showed up what is known as one auto late, which is 20 minutes.
It was one. It was
If
one.
it was 40 minutes, that would be two autos late.
Yes.
I sent a message to the group. I said, "It looks like it's gonna be a auto noon." and then I waited a second. Then I said, "But don't blame me." And I took a picture of the fire trucks blocking the road. And typically, I love fire trucks. That's like my trains. You know, so like and I've resisted the urge to get into engine descriptions because if I started getting into the descriptions of fire trucks, then I'd become more obsessed with fire trucks, and then all of a sudden I'd have fire truck shit all over the place, and I can't be having that, so I just don't delve into it. But I'm captivated by it. You know how people can't help but watch when birds fly in formation? That's me when I see a fire truck. So it's like watching this beautiful, majestic thing that's happening out in nature, you know, and it's just like, but me, I like fire trucks. And then I have to snap back into it like, no.
It's the same look that I've given like a Chinese buffet before, just like it's that like longing look, like, hey girl,
A little bit of that,
you wanna come over here and sit me at this table?
a little bit of that. Ooh, I'm gonna leave my mark today.
Sir, please stop sucking on the egg roll. Can you leave?
And just recently,
I don't know what any of that means.
Oh,
But
you watch Wolverine and Deadpool?
I've seen it once. I need to watch it more. I know. but
That's like the most memorable, one of the most.
from that?
And you have the best cut of that movie that
do.
ever exists.
It's as if it was filmed by a Deadpool.
Well, I'm just
It's a
gonna,
very special edition.
just to say, at this
I
point,
got it from Ryan himself.
if you haven't already seen it in a better quality, you haven't tried because it's on Disney Plus.
I don't have DP.
Tiny,
do.
I know the way that things happen in this world. Arg, matey. It's on a streaming service.
Yeah, I know.
Insert
haven't-
rest.
I haven't asked Ryan for the better cut yet.
Real quick, as I was mentioning the
It's
talk,
very on brand.
what
The cut that I have.
It is like
Ask Otto. He watched it.
if they ever release a special edition of that movie, like a Deadpool version would, of like just something off the wall and wacky, it would be this one.
Yeah.
You get like, there's so many times where I think it's almost part of the movie and I forget what version I am. I'm
Yeah,
like, this is just a good movie.
I almost don't want to get the Quill shot one.
Yeah,
know
I
the-
don't want to watch it again.
the grape shot cut of Deadpool and Wolverine was
From
actually
Ryan himself.
it was from Ryan himself. But the problem with it is he's such a fan of the old format Nerded Through the Grapevine that he tried to bring back some deep cuts. So when it was like he was going to make a segue from where he steps out, and then he's like he takes the segue and he shoves it in his ass. No, that's not the dun does no fucking
Yeah,
more
I don't
boys.
even know how to.
Gather round, you mates of mine, for tales of nerds and lore. Three best friends on a podcast line with laughs and chats galore. From comics bright to movies grand and games we love to play, we'll sail the seas of fandom land in our own nerdy way. Heave-ho, raise a glass to the stories we entwine, with laughter loud and knowledge vast, nerded through the grapevine. Heave-ho, come join the crew, we'll share our tales divine. From D&D to MCU, nerded through the grapevine. From wizards bold to galaxies far, we dive into each quest. With theories wild and memes that spar, we're surely blessed, no jest. We'll chat of heroes, foes, and plots, and all the trends that shine. With every laugh, we'll tie the knots in our nerdy design. Heave-ho, raise a glass to the stories we entwine. With laughter loud and knowledge vast, nerded through the grapevine. Heave-ho, come join the crew, we'll share our tales divine. From D&D to MCU, nerded through the grapevine.
Hi, everybody. I'm Austin Shazam. I'll have some short sidebars to talk about before our actual shit today. Pfeiffer.
I'm Otto. I trumped and took over the cold open so Austin couldn't. Cogdell.
And I'm
Did that thing just whistle?
That thing
What?
sounded like a.
That was a harmonica.
I'm tiny, and what the I forget what I was going to say. Why did it make that noise?
We are Nerded Through the Grapevine, a podcast where three best friends gather weekly to talk about our favorite parts of past, present, and future nerd culture. And today we're going to talk to you about what happens when you use electronic cigarettes. Because apparently whenever you use an e-cigarette and you put it up to a microphone that's got a filter on it made for certain cuts, you can hear the sound of it more clearly, and that's not a good thing. Because we're trying some new filters on stuff, trying to better
So
learn the
my
audio programs.
Explosive laughter doesn't deafen everybody.
Yeah, it's a problem. Our editor hates it.
So on my microphone, to where I'm always a little bit quieter, mine's got a little bit of a weird boost on it for a thing. But my vape, I'm gonna have to vape away from this because this particular model. Oh my god! So
Emerging from the smoke,
oddly
we
enough,
have
that
returned.
piercing sound that had
Gorillas
just
in the mist.
well, funny thing is, like, they can't even really see the mist that we've created anymore because of our camera angles being on us as opposed to the other side of the room.
Truth.
So the thing is, that high pitched noise that I just did from this vape really is a good segue, and it's not one that's shoved in their butts, to something I want to talk about real quick before we talk about what we were going to talk about this
Is
week.
it like fuck Jake Paul and his rigging ass?
We're not getting into the semantics of professional sports entertainment, because that's like me hating on the WWE for making me believe that Kane and the Undertaker were brothers and they lied to me. So that's because, honestly, though, there was some real fighting. There was some real fights that went on, and then there was the fight that they hyped, and the hype fight was literally a moneymaker. Mike Tyson's going to show up. It's going to make money.
I've heard it called more of a exhibition.
I heard that Punch Out had better resolution than it did.
For a minute, it looked like I was watching it through shower glass.
I was rolling mine 5 minutes behind, so I didn't have issues after we figured that out.
I was so pissed. Like, I started the women's fight, and they were fucking
It was
furious.
so good,
They were
dude.
furious fighters. Like, I would never
Such
want
a
to
good
even say a
fight.
hard. Like, I wouldn't never get into like a sarcastic argument with one of them. Honestly, like, I
don't
would
ever don't count the Irish down, man. They mean.
And like, I would, like, to me, like, that was just like, holy shit, like, you got me cooking, got me cleaning, look at me. You know, I did good, right, baby? But like, so see, I got to see like a couple of minutes of that, and then it glitched, and it glitched so hard that it wasn't even pulling up on my phone, and my phone was having no issues. It was my background, just
Wait,
in case.
You was watching the fight on your phone?
No, I had it pulled up simultaneously on my phone while it was on the TV, in case, because
So you was part of the problem then.
fuck yeah, dude. So I got to see literally the fight start. Oh my gosh, these girls are furious. Where's my connection? I said, where's my connection for so long that I got back onto the fight, and all I saw was half of Freddy Krueger's face.
Yeah.
Because Serrano had
she
her
was
eyebrow. Serrano had her eyebrow split so bad that like it looked like an open laying flap wound on Freddy
Yeah,
Krueger.
it was kind of like, where's her third eyeball? Because there should be one in there.
So no, this long tangent brought to you by a distaste
Subaru.
for a distaste for Jake Paul and Subaru. But what I was talking about was that tone that my vape made. Actually, is a good segue to talk about something that was brought to my attention earlier today. In my TikTok scrolls, I came across somebody talking about the GATE education program. And a lot of people remember that going to school in the 90s and early 2000s. They had that in the schools.
Dadgummit.
Tiny just wrecked his video.
It's still a workable angle, so we good.
So
I like it better this way.
GATE stands for Gifted. Let's see. It was the Gifted and Talented Education. So it made me think back in my, whenever they approached me about it, like I was going to have like more advanced maths, because at the time when I was in middle school,
They made it sound like you was going into like astronaut training.
yeah,
And I got offered the in to this club, and then it was like there was a cost apparently, and Mom was like, I don't care if you extra smart, I ain't paying for that. And I was like, I won't get to be an astronaut like these other kids.
yeah. Well, with me, we didn't even get to the part of where we got to discuss the cost of it, because whenever I was offered it,
I'm hitting everything.
you're
It's like I like my gibbet. It's the Dunder Mifflin, world's best boss. I like it. It looks cool, but it's just
grab the
gonna
pig.
make many things.
Just grab the pig, rub the pig. You got nervous hands. So they basically all it was a program where they would take the kids. They would offer them more work, better like more focused assignments, all these other things. There was sometimes a fee to be a part of said club. It would be based on percentile of IQ exams. And they did these without people really knowing. It wasn't like, you're going to all take an IQ test today. Like, it was more or less like, all right, we're going to do some things. Just whatever you feel is the correct answer, put it down. And then they would get the kids that would pass the IQ tests of certain ranges, and then would pull them out and try to see if they would be good for these gifted and, whatever, the accelerated programs. But the things that I remember about it was always like, because I remember there was a point to where they were like, you were going to have to pay for functions, like, because they were talking about doing functions, but they didn't really want to pay you to be a part of the class. It's like you'd have to pay for the functions, like this, like field trips or any places you would go, you'd have to pay to go to do that. So that was one of the reasons why I got out of it, was because of I was already in band. You already had to do that for band in the first place, because band weren't comped the same way that football teams were comped for stuff. So if we had to go to a place that had like a hotel or something like that, we'd have to do like a car wash or some shit.
Well, I mean, we also didn't go anywhere. We stayed overnight, though. We always come back same day.
Yeah, but I'm talking like
Bus rides, 6.
Yeah, I remember doing that for like band trips or band fundraisers.
But in the gifted program, I can remember like more or less like hearing tests and comprehension tests. Like how well can you see this image? Okay, now close your eyes and trace out this image for me. Like it was weird stuff. And what they said was hearing tests were more like tonal meditation, because they would have you to listen to these tonal cues going off in your ears, and it's something connected with my brain today, because I've remembered, like, I've been a lucid dreamer for a long time, and I've talked about it several times. I in my dreams, I know what's up. You know, like it's hard to convince me that I'm like, it's hard for me to like not know I'm dreaming unless the ocean's really warm.
See, I've never lucid dreamed. And okay, there's 2 kinds of dreams I've never experienced. One is lucid, one we don't talk about.
Yeah, I get lucid dreams, but every time I start to notice, it falls apart. Like the second that I can cognize that I'm dreaming, it just goes away.
I mean, I have questioned once or twice while dreaming, going, is this real? And then I wake up and I go, oh, I was dreaming.
So, but what me and a lot of other people have noticed, which I only noticed this because I've noticed these things previously, but I never had anything that was like a focus point on it, was that like I kind of recall that was the point to where I started being more awake in my dreams. Like I can remember it wasn't at a young age. It was, but I couldn't remember like how young it was.
During the GATE program?
Yeah, like post.
Did you get like super soldier training or something?
Yeah.
And you don't know about
that's
it.
That's the thing. But because most of the factors of the people that were put in there wasn't just based off of IQ
Did
tests.
you get programmed like an intersect?
Like you would
okay,
have-
hold on. Whoa. Have y'all seen that show, Chuck?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Did you, since they did like flashes and lights and stuff, did they program you like the intersect like they did to poor Chuck? Is that what has happened?
No.
If I whip something out, would you be able to medically describe what's going on?
No, not a bit.
So if I pulled out my coin purse right now and showed you like a nodule on it and said, "What is this?" you couldn't just factor into what it was and like tell me how to get rid of it?
No.
Hypothetically.
Do you need to go see a doctor, Tiny?
I mean, look, sometimes you get a zit. That's all I'm saying.
Tiny, you're gross.
What?
You're gross.
I was just trying to figure out the extent of your intersect programming.
No, none of that. It was nothing like that.
You've never had a coin purse zit?
Yes, I have.
All right, then.
But
I've never gotten to the point where I need to see a doctor.
No, I'm just.
Or
I was
medically
just
to look at
saying,
this.
like, I was just testing his medical knowledge.
I didn't say anything about medical
Acne is a
knowledge.
medical condition. It's a mild one, but
I think you've confused him.
I'm
it's
so
not like the tip hair.
confused.
back. Austin,
Stop using my mother's voice against me.
Well, I mean,
anyway,
I mean,
what I noticed on the
it's not
TikToks.
like the weird tip hair that I got.
Oh God!
I hate you. You're just doing it on purpose now.
I found out years later that wasn't an everybody thing. You don't get a tip hair?
No. No, I don't.
Why are you gonna say it like that?
Because, shit.
Danny, I know a lot more about your genitalia than I've ever wanted to know about any. The only person I know more about is myself, and I don't know how I feel about that information.
Anyway, a lot of people had reported that their experiences with a lot of them share things along the route post all of this. And it's not like a traumatic thing, and I've not seen much about traumatic stuff from it or anything. But it was like they find themselves in positions to where you're experiencing paranormal stuff. Either you've the paranormal investigator. A lot of them were in the gifted the gifted learning programs. People that are
Is America training ghost hunters or something?
I just thought that they might have been trying to start an education level foundation for like another First Earth Battalion.
Maybe it could have been that, or maybe it was like a Men in Black type situation, but for ghosts.
This is like a plot to like you said, a Men in Black but for ghosts sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
That's a plot for America's. We must get them young. We must train the youth to be able to detect the ghosts.
Yeah, instead of being like J, you'd be something like 3.
See, what I would imagine,
Men in Gray.
You get magically white.
what I imagine,
Maybe that's what Mothmen are.
in a situation like that would be
Training to fight Mothman?
Yeah. What about caked up Mothman?
instead
Like
of
this.
caked up Mothman.
Yeah.
You can hold a quarter.
You never
on that
seen a
thing.
caked up Mothman? They're even scarier.
No.
I'll show you later.
Such lovely thighs.
Okay. Anyway,
You ruined your train of
They
thought
don't
yet?
lie.
so this is basically all garbage. So let's talk about some freaking internet garbage that we've no longer use. Like we no longer use. Internet garbage being some websites that we used to just frequent that we have no earthly reason for being on.
Rotten.com.
Rotten.com. Now, what I have my computer next to me here for is just to Wikipedia these websites and see if I can look them
why
up.
Why not just like Wayback Machine?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's basically like old copies of the internet.
So
You ever use a Wayback Machine?
no.
Yeah, if you go there, it literally takes you to like the site, but it's not the site. It's kind of like archived. Unless you're just wanting to see if they're actually still active.
No, I was just going to check and see if they had anything on the mother source.
Ah.
Well, have I got a story for you? All right, here's the actual backing story here for Rotten.com. Rotten.com is a shock site active from 1996 to 2012. The website, which had a tagline, an archive of disturbing illustration. Morbid curiosities, perverse sex, autopsy, forensic photographs, misanthropic historical acts, disturbing and misanthropic historical curiosities, so much stuff. Suicides, murders, torture, open surgeries, mutilations, accidents, the fucking pain Olympics.
Yeah.
God, if
So much horrible things.
if anybody wants to know why a millennial is as bad and as morbid and dark as a millennial is, you color a majority of the crowd of millennials with you've been on Rotten.com, and then the rest of them were safe but not unaffected because the rest of us had just the nonsense. Just
What year did you say that it started being active in?
1996.
96. Yeah, because we're talking like middle school time when people were seeing this mess.
Oh man, dude,
Some of us.
1996. You were in fourth grade.
Yeah,
I
didn't have access to computers till middle school. Though.
Yeah, I would have.
was born.
Yeah, I was. See, yeah, because I would have. It's like second or third grade.
Yeah, that's like the origins of Tub Girl and stuff like that. Don't look that
God.
up. Don't.
See, and that
Don't. I'm not just saying this to make you do it. Like legit, don't.
that stuff was so like stained into culture. I remember that stuff when I was going through middle school in like close to like late 2000, like 2010s and stuff like that.
And we all know the shot of the feet, the towel, and the jar in the big bare room.
I still get PTSD every time
Yeah.
the video starts out with
Yeah.
a jar on the floor. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm prepared to swipe away.
I haven't thought about Man versus Cherry Jar in a long time.
I used to have a sticker that had like Rainbow Dash in a little jar that said something like "We're going on an adventure." Then it was jar, floor, feet.
I watched I watch some things sometimes that
Or
are
Mr. Potato Head.
that are like sports injuries, because once you watch a couple of sports injury videos on like a TikTok or an Instagram, they all of a sudden think that's all you want to see.
Oh, I can't say
So
that.
I think it's funny for a minute, because then I'll try to gross a couple people out, but then I myself am finding I'm grossed out. But Rotten.com also had another site. Oh God, it was something else too, I thought. Or maybe there was a lot of copycat sites of Rotten.com. Like at that point, like everybody wanted to have their own like archive of just the disturbing footage or morbid curiosities of such. Like they had just tons of things. Like I remember one time that I saw a mango popping out of a hole, and I was like, "What is this?" And then the thing opened up to full screen, and it was a woman who gave birth to a mango.
Like there was so much weird stuff, dude. And they would sometimes be like innocuous names like Mr. Potato Head, and you're like, oh, like the toy where you put the lips and the eyes. No, no. It looked like it started off looking like the cover of Eclipse.
It was not a
Of
website.
the Twilight books.
And it wasn't a website that children should be on
No,
whatsoever,
do not.
not a bit. But
some of us had to like get on these things at school.
Yeah,
in the
that-
library.
I believe
at
they-
like 7.
I think they had a conference over that, actually,
Yeah.
to where they had to at one point call in people
never
to
got
talk to
caught.
us about, like, well, they couldn't prove who was on what computer when. I mean, it wasn't going to be that intricate of an investigation, but it's more or less like, hey, this site's popped up a lot. Have you seen what's on this site? Like, we need to have a talk with the whole school.
Yeah, well, not to mention the filter that they had in place on the computers was easy to bypass. Instead of putting the URL in the URL spot, you just put it in a search on like Google, and then you could go to anywhere you wanted. That's how I printed off porn to sell in middle school and high school.
I knew they had different sites as well.
Don't do that.
They have the Daily Rotten, which was started in 1996. And it was published news stories on a daily basis that focused more on like terrorism and murder and suicide and abuse and all that kind of not like junk. And then they had another website that they had launched. Boners.com. We can't buy that. We can't buy it.
I've never heard of boners.com.
Boners.com. It's just a missed. I don't know. It's a missed opportunity for a website domain name. I'm sorry. Just regardless.
Well, we don't know if it's available yet or not.
Well, boners.com was the website. It's Rotten.com launched boners.com in response to viewers who wanted a daily picture page alongside the Daily Rotten news board. The word boners suggests an embarrassing mistake or male organ that's in a state of arousal in places it should not be.
Oh God, that's an awful feature.
That's
Just
awful.
awkward boner.
Yeah.
It's like got to look at the Daily Wiener today.
Like-
Yeah,
Have you
God, people are weird. The internet was a mistake. Turn
mean,
it
look,
off.
have you seen what's on the
Let's-
Daily Ween?
let's be real.
Darling,
Wieners are funny, but only when asked for.
Donna,
Tiny-
darling, pull up Bona.com. I need to see this morning's selection.
Well, it appears that there's a large wiener that's out at large.
Oh, look at this one, Hal. He's right in the middle of the subway.
Go to the cornucopia of Cox.
I can't believe it. That's right at the middle of the freeway. The Gaping Maw.
Oh, no.
Oh God, I feel like I know where this is going, and I hate it.
It is an editorial/commentary archive.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Most of the articles are written by Tristan Farman under the alias Spygot. They contributed to news satire, commenting on modern society, along with the Rotten Library.
Kind of like The Onion, but with words.
Yes. All of the articles from it had to be taken down. The title's page was replaced from a statement lamenting the passage of the laws that were put out by the government. It says, censored by U.S. government.
Wow, they got the censor from the government.
They Onion.com so hard that they were convincing people Like they were. That's like probably one of the original like fake news. It was shut. Let's see. It was in the year 2000, which that was also
Wow.
a song. If you were alive at that point, that was sang on Conan
Also
O'Brien.
a movie.
Speaking of The Onion, did you hear they bought InfoWars?
Negative.
Did it not go through?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You asked me if I knew, and I
sorry.
said negative.
No, The Onion, Alex Jones InfoWars went up for sale for where he got sued for all that things, not getting into the politics side of it, but got sued. InfoWars, like as a brand, went up for sale, and The Onion and the families of some of his settlement, like people that are getting some of the settlement, went in to buy it. So as of right now, I think there may be something. I think they may be challenging it, but right now, The Onion, the satirical news website, may be able to own InfoWars in all of its IP, its mailing address, its email addresses,
Wow.
its everything. Like they could just start up InfoWars again, but under The Onion, and I can't wait to see it because InfoWars was already kind of crazy as
InfoWars was crazy.
satirical. Like it was almost satire, but it wasn't satire, which was the scary part. And now it's just going to be full blown satire, and I can't wait for it.
They had one called Rotten Deadpool.
What?
In November of in November of 2003, Rotten Deadpool was launched. The Deadpool was a game in which players picked 10 people they believed would die over the course of the next 12 months.
I don't like that.
A point was offered to a player to each of their correct picks. A pick did not count as correct if the pick was executed or murdered, or died some other way, after the 12 months had passed.
Was this like celebrities or just random people?
It could have just been people. It doesn't specify. What I mean,
I don't like that.
See, this is sounding more like you're getting into deep web.
no,
Treading deeper into.
we're not talking too dark of dark web because
No,
I've never been on the dark web. I don't know what the dark web is.
Well, be glad. What was that look for? I've literally talked about it on the show. It shouldn't be a surprise at this point.
I know. I just was like, I was trying to. I was reminded of back whenever I used to like occasionally have to brush marijuana roaches off the tail beds like of trucks whenever I was a cop because I was recording on camera and I didn't want to get them caught with pot, so I'd have to add to the charge. And I would say, like, "Oh, someone's making roll your owns," and then while they're on camera, they're just like, "Oh, that's my pot." So
Dumb people.
it just. Just
It's like you deny, like no matter what. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
it does sound like
I
a
see
good
it in
thing.
your hand. What are you talking about?
It does.
Like,
It does seem like a good thing to
Nothing in my hand.
to deny. So the last one's not too bad. It's just sports dignity. It was a gallery of pictures showing embarrassing or not safe for work incidents that happened at sports games.
that almost seems like the most wholesome of those sites.
Yeah, honestly, it was well, Rotten.com was one of those places to where that was the first time that I ever heard the sound of a human jumping off of something and hitting something really hard and realized we can't fly.
Yeah.
But I still want to believe. But
Yeah, and the sound of ripping skin as somebody degloves their arm.
yeah. Yeah, that's just, Rotten.com. That was definitely a place that you shouldn't have been, but most, if not way too many of us have been.
Yep. 4chan.
No.
I've never been on 4chan. Now, should I look that up?
No.
Yeah, it was like iFunny, but worse.
4chan it's like message board forums.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
but it had like iFunny kind of style content, but it would get real deep and real weird sometimes.
Yeah, the only ones I've ever seen are like the forum, like green text postings.
yeah, Reddit is it's more like an old school Reddit, essentially, except worse than Reddit ever thought about being. It's Reddit's older, angrier, meth addicted cousin.
Yeah, if Reddit was as hardcore as Reddit wants to think it is, it would be 4chan kind of thing.
Yeah, this is where you can get Anarchist's Cookbook.
Yeah, that they actually
That's easy to get now.
a lot of the, if you know about the QAnon conspiracy and its ties to like January 6th and stuff, a lot of that is linked back to 4chan and some moderators of 4chan. Like it is some really bad, like people use it because it's so it's very lightly moderated, and like a lot of the like politically incorrect and a lot of the other polls can like get a lot crazier. So people use it as like, and you can be fully anonymous because they have like minimal tracking at all.
Yeah, isn't that where like Chris Chan got like some of his famousness from?
Yes.
Or and that also how he got caught doing the horrendous thing that he did.
They would use 4chan a lot to talk about and discuss and plan what they would do to it, due to him. I could talk a while on the Chris Chan thing because that was very sad, but that's also kind of old internet because there's like
It is very old
Kiwi
internet,
Farms
and Chris Chan
Lolcow.
deserves everything Chris Chan gets.
What about
Yes.
I Can Has Cheeseburger?
That was a lot more of a lighthearted one.
yeah,
than what we were
like
just
the
talking
kitties and stuff with the funny phrases like "merch predators."
Yes,
Back-
and Ermiger, they took my burger.
about.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to think what memes were like back then compared to what they are
Oh,
now.
memes were so different.
Because now it's all like abstract and deep fried. Like you can't explain a meme to somebody that doesn't know what it is because you had to explain like 15 years.
Party big on a thing.
Oh no!
I had to show the people because I impressed myself. Whoa, 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 whoa!
But
Well, hold on. Just give him one more second here while he adjusts because his tripod's now also directly next to his feet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I got way too excited about Party Pig.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
is hanging in there.
I think-
Whoa.
I think Party Pig would have actually done a real good job on I Can Has Cheeseburger, especially if we just got a little gif on there of him dancing back and forth how he do. Walrus Bucket was my favorite. That's where I think that's where Heavy Breathing came from too. Like the meme originally was from a fat cat. Just
Yeah,
yep.
oh yeah,
and diabetes cat.
diabetes.
Yes,
The Wilford Brimley
the
cat?
Brimley cat. Oh, diabetes.
I gotta fix this. I really messed up the angle.
Your phone is making me nervous. It looks like it's about to flip out of there.
It's way better now.
Let's see.
Oh God,
see,
you're
'cause
right.
a
It
lot-
is.
I Can Has
Oh my god.
I Can Has Cheeseburger was created on January 11th of 2007. The creator of it, last name Nakagawa, posted an image for a comedy website called Something Awful of a smiling British short-hair cat known as Happy Cat. And it says, I Can Has Cheeseburger? And that's how it all began.
Dang.
And it all just went from there. Like, and that's like you started seeing cats and hats. I think that's where I first saw the Pop-Tart universe cat. What was that song that it had going behind it?
There's something like that. I remember. I know exactly which one you're talking about, but I can't. The name eludes me. It's the deep magic that I'm having to summon.
Frisky kitties
I haven't used
having
those
fun.
words in a long time. You
I feel
know,
like it was something like that.
it was
Frisky kitties on
Neon
a
Cat.
Frisky
Neon Cat?
kitties,
Yeah, no, wait, no, that was
oh,
the
so fun.
Pop Tart with the
Yeah, that's what I was. I think that.
Pop Tart with the rainbow out of its ass.
Yeah, I think that was the first one that that's the first place I'd saw it was that somebody had posted a link on there.
yeah, Neon Cat.
Yeah. I can man, it doesn't have a whole lot about the site. You know what? Hold on. Let me see if it's still on. Is it still up?
I don't know why it wouldn't be unless somebody just stopped paying their bill.
I'm going to look. I'm going to
Because if the government censored I Can Have Cheeseburger, we're going to have a problem.
Well, while you're doing that, I see a lot of the old internet stuff that I used to do because I wasn't into a lot of the like forums and stuff. By the time I was on the internet, a lot of that had passed kind of
Rude.
the go on.
It's still here.
But Flash
Heck yeah.
games, I tore up some motherfucking Flash games at Computer Lab, and sadly, with the death of Adobe Flash, most of those are gone now.
Like, what was the penguin one? Like Penguin Paradise or something?
So those were more
was
Club
it-
Penguin
or is
was
that
more of
something
like
different?
the online like communities. I'm talking like notdoppler.com. It was basically a collection of different Flash games, and you can go through and scroll through them, and you could play different ones. They'd have like action ones, and puzzle
Newgrounds.
ones. Yeah, Newgrounds was that. Mini Clip, Shockwave. Like I remember in Computer Lab, it was always like who had the best Flash game site.
I
and
think
those are all gone.
I think probably my people pleasing problems as far as the way that I've allowed women notoriously throughout my life except for my wife, because we've got our shit together, kind of walk all over me. And not in like a step on me kind of way, like in more or less like an emotional step on me kind of way. It kind of relates to those dating sims that I used to play on the Adobe Flash Newground games. Like, how do I get these girls to date me? Let's give them gifts. Let's give them gifts.
Oh gosh, you learned the wrong way.
I learned from the wrong sources. Dad wasn't around much.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
So,
I Can Ask Cheeseburger's still up.
What is the latest I Can Has cheeseburger?
New ad blocker's working pretty good.
Oh my god.
I like it. That's awesome.
It still hits.
Well, all of you audio listeners, what that just was is Austin turned his computer on and we saw the latest I Can Has cheeseburger, where is a cat pawing something on a computer screen. Is that a CRT monitor that it's sitting on?
Absolutely. That's
is.
old AF.
Oh my gosh, this isn't even fresh memes. These are recycled.
Yeah.
I do not care. It's still fantastic.
It's so great.
Yeah, this is okay. Let's see what else, if there's anything, because it's not structured the way I remember it being structured, because it was more or less like a blog style.
Well, I mean, it probably wouldn't be the same after 20 years.
Let's not talk about that. And let's
Let's
see.
not talk about time.
Now I've had the time of my life.
And
Hold on. Now I've had
Okay, so
the
now,
time of my life.
so now, audio listener, we have are those cats or those chipmunks?
Just two chipmunks.
two squirrels.
Okay, so one squirrel is standing on its hind legs with its arms outstretched, and there's another squirrel falling backwards with its arms up and legs out. And there's some green text on the top left corner that I cannot see.
Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. I'm gonna scroll a little bit
See,
more.
that would be something that you would send to your crush on your LG flip phone, and then you'd put a highly compressed copy of a My Chemical Romance song on it.
Yeah,
and send it to them, and then cost your parents $15 in minutes.
Yeah, but they're actually currently working. They
God,
were working
minutes.
they were working at the time, and they didn't immediately respond back to you. It was like 4 hours later they got back to you, and by that point you had already compressed yourself into the smallest ball possible.
You've already posted a
It's
sad
over.
song
Yeah,
lyric on
you're like,
MySpace.
I went outside.
Shut up!
It was like,
Fuck you, Otto. Fuck you, dude. Why you gotta call somebody out like that? Why you gotta call somebody out?
You moved her down on your friend's top 10.
Shut up. This is like the thing on TikTok going around now with the red flags. You're pinning my red flags without me asking you to. So I wish you wouldn't.
Dredging up some old feelings. I'm sorry.
I wish you wouldn't. Yeah, no, dude, back when I got into Dashboard Confessional, like if there was the slightest bit of hindrance throughout my day, you were hearing some damn shit that made you think I was about to slit a vein.
Or your MSN Messenger, you'd have to put some song lyrics down on the bottom of it just to prove how deep you were.
But your taste still lingers on my lips, like I just placed them upon yours, and I starve. I starve for you.
Says the 12-year-old that got halfway dumped in math class.
No, I never made it that far. And we're talking about
So
yeah, so it still exists. I Can Have Cheeseburger still exists. I mean, it's the same as you would expect. Oh gosh, or so I've heard.
oh my god,
That's a big floppier rabbit. Anyway, I mean, it's the same kind of nonsense that it used to be, and I'm proud that it's still available. So, if you want to get on I Can Has Cheeseburger and discover what it was like, almost like what it was.
tell the young kids how to spell it. Also,
Oh.
if you're under 18, get off here.
They changed it up for you to make it easier for you. So all you have to do is type in cheeseburger.com, but cheese is spelled cheese. I tried to sound it out instead of spelling it. It's spelled cheese.
Decipher how many E's I put in this, and then you'll get there.
It's
a fucking riddle.
It's spelled CheeseBurger.com. Cheeseburger.com still exists. It's more of a wholesome place to get your memeage from, unlike the 4chan.
When was the last time that was updated? Like, is there like a last posted on there or something?
Yeah, let me see if there's anything. Well, I don't know. Currently it's frozen.
I mean, it's probably been moved into an archival state, I'd imagine.
Well, that's kind of the state of this computer that I use over here in the first place. I mean, this is like a 2014 MacBook Air.
No, there's just one random guy still posting on Icon has cheeseburger. He's keeping the dream alive. He still hasn't all the cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I don't know. It's doing funky things. Let's see if I can type it in.
It's actually kind of funny, speaking of that, I just saw about this. We're now seeing that with apps, having dead apps, where you can still download the app and the data's still there, but no one's on it.
Like Drip Tips Mobile.
Oh, shut up. Why? Left and right and left. Honestly, Drip Tips Mobile was a fantastic...
It was a great idea.
But honestly, it really sounded like you had an STD.
So what did
It's called an STI now.
Drip Tips Mobile was an app that me and a buddy of mine had created that was a GPS locator for vape shops, because back in the day, vape shops weren't really easy to find. Back in like 2015, 2016 time, if you wanted to find a vape shop, they weren't on every corner. They were a little hole in the walls that were owned by just normal folks, because that's all that had vape shops, were just normal ass folks. So we created a database and called people up all over the place and compiled it all into a single location for vape shops to be accessed on, and you were able to get on there and locate a vape shop close to you based on your GPS location.
Yeah, wasn't there also like a rating scale too?
Yeah, but there was a bunch of stuff on there. It was actually a good idea, but
and this was during the vape boom.
Yeah, this is back when I don't know. This doesn't tell me dates on any of this stuff that's posted, and I don't really know how much I should trust this website.
Are you worried that it's downloading a virus through the Cheeseburger app?
Just
No, my cheeseburger phone might be
just
corrupted.
real quick. Get on a Tor browser.
Just download that real quick
Just
and get on there.
go ahead.
What's a Tor browser?
Download Google Brave. Open a Tor browser, TOR, and we're just gonna go places.
I don't want to do that. This is
Why?
This is my work computer.
I mean, it's fine.
Is it fine?
It's fine.
I've seen about four.
It's fine.
I've seen 4
You
computers.
see a
of yours
website
that-
about gnoming?
Yeah. Okay. I've seen about 4 different computers that you've used have to take, like, I don't know, do full blown yoga before they open up.
Look, it's
Like, hold on, motherfucker, I gotta stretch.
no, you ain't even seen like my OG. Like, he's beat all to hell. He's got one eye missing. Like, he's like Machete if Machete was like in prison 3 times as long.
Tiny, do you ever let your technology just die?
No,
There was a website that I
I'm
used
like
to
a
frequent
necromancer.
that somebody, which I'll have
Necromancer.
You're a technomancer.
That sounds kind of sexy.
a necromancer.
Yeah, that sounds kinda sexy.
Techno-necromancer. Yeah.
You like fucking dead robots.
No, I like to like rip out the soul of one and make it house the soul of another. That's what it's like to take an old Windows and make it do Linux.
That poor computer.
So
I heard it screaming when you turned it on.
Look, the one that I got in 2006 that I also put Linux on is way worse. Trust me. I should bring that old cranky man one day just to show you.
I have a
He's
picture
been places.
again to just let you know that once upon a time there was a website that I would pop on and just laugh a little bit, and it was kind of it coincided with a couple of different things. You had People of Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't want to just sit around and make fun of people, because that's not what I'm
But
about.
it was
It's
still
Walmart
funny.
people.
But when you see the level of redneck that this shit offers,
Oh yeah, because it's like this. you try to you try to figure out if that's the Walmart from our hometown.
I think we've been on there quite a few
I
times.
think we have too.
I've seen it.
I wouldn't
Because I'm like, wait, is that Jill? Is that Jill over there on Register 14? I swear that looks like her.
I wouldn't be surprised if the bad Walmart from here has gotten on there a couple of times.
Dude, if it hasn't, it's missed some opportunities.
Oh God, I hate going. I hate going to the bad Walmart.
Here's a man in a blue work shirt wearing some khaki pants, and he's bent over and his pink G-strings hanging out. Here is a little boy who is sitting down, staring straight up a woman's skirt. Here is a man who is wearing a muumuu, and his pants are around his ankles.
Yep. Didn't people of Walmart have the yodeling kid on it?
Yodeling kit.
Yodeling kid.
Oh, no, I don't.
That really annoying. Yeah, yodeling. Like,
He actually has a pretty good career now.
I
Apparently.
mean, he does, but what kind of sick, sadistic parent goes, hey, child of mine, how about you do the most obnoxious thing you can possibly do while waiting in line at Walmart?
I mean, they got a lot of money out of it. So
I mean, they
it worked
did,
out.
but I'm just saying.
You never know what you're going to see at Walmart, especially whenever you catch a picture of Michael Jackson alive. The post is titled, I Knew It.
I didn't know I was on there.
Yeah, I thought, because I thought it was like, I didn't know what it was for. There he is.
Oh,
What?
Michael Jackson. He's alive.
Oh, okay. I can.
He's just in Walmart.
There's the view over here is heavily obstructed.
Oh, sorry. There's several stands in your way.
Yeah,
yeah. There's a nice forest of black stands. It's like,
there really is.
There's a bunch of stuff. Oh my God. Oh, here's a Navy veteran with a real doll on his lap as he's rolling around in his wheelchair. That's at least he doesn't play with guns is the title.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we know what he did with his pension because them motherfuckers are expensive.
The layers
That's
are
a used car in your lap.
the layers are confusing. The layers are confusing is a honestly, guys, I'm gonna have to just click on this picture. I'm gonna pass this computer around because this is gonna be a reminder of why we don't get on peopleofwalmart.com. This is gonna be passed to Otto. Otto, you can pass it to Tiny after you get a good look.
I feel like I'm gonna hate everything about this.
I don't like making fun of people, but sometimes it's real hard. Because, like, honey, you
I mean-
chose to walk out like that. You made the decision to wear all that.
Yeah.
That's
Also, I'm pretty sure this was our Walmart.
It could have easily been. That's the thing about
They
people
all
at
look the
Walmart.
same.
I'm not gonna show the audience that, but I'm just gonna hand that back and do the disappointed dad face.
Like, people of Walmart is kind of like it should eternally have wanted dead or alive written on it. It's all the same. Only the names change.
Unless you go to the McMinnville Walmart and it's completely wrong. Have you ever been in a Walmart
It's
that's built
so-
wrong?
No, Smithville. It has one door in and out.
Oh,
and it's a super Walmart.
Smithville's a little super Walmart.
Yeah, but
it's
still,
like
it's one door, one set of double doors offset to one side. You're like, what the piss is this?
Yeah, because like the only Walmart I know
Like,
of,
and it only has like a family bathroom.
that's weird.
so the reason I was talking about this other website though is
Yes. Are you going to share with the class?
Yeah.
I will, but I'll get into my
We've hit tea kettle.
It's got to be good.
Take it off the oven. It's ready. It's ready.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Wait, what the fuck is this?
Lipton tea bags.
That I don't know if the compressor helped. I want to get one too. Look.
I think they're pierced too.
That's what I was thinking.
Those are toe hooks, baby. Those are toe hooks. You gotta put them in the bra later. You gotta toe them up. Get the winch. Get the winch.
She got her toe mirrors out.
All right, guys.
But
I'm injured. My eyes hurt. My eyes hurt.
look, I like Big Mommy Milkers as much as the next red-blooded American. But Jesus Christ.
Just give it to Otto.
Hold
Give
on,
it back.
I need another second because if you cut that part out and you just look at her face, she has the most exasperated.
Actually,
She looks like she went into the McDonald's and they said, "No, ma'am, we're all out of sweet tea, but we have unsweet." And she's like the most disappointed mom face ever.
Oh my gosh! Let's just actually,
Them
Otto,
some-
while
them
you
some
have
knee
it,
knockers.
if you can remember Magic Eye, if you cross your eyes, actually, it's a sailboat. I can remember why we got on. Oh shit! Sorry, I can remember why we. I can remember why we got on peopleofwalmart.com because of just random. Ooh, okay. It just random funnies.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to pee.
Oh my god.
There's a cup.
Oh my god. There's it's funny. I'm hurt. I was on a website called Late Night Mistakes.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
And by
no.
I was on it, I mean it looks like me.
that's what I assumed.
It wasn't me. It was my doppelganger. I have that picture somewhere on my Facebook archive. It will be uploaded into the Discord, and it will be put into the video because I will give it to Tiny. Late Night Mistakes was basically like People of Walmart, but just for people that got way too screwed up. Like if they got too drunk, they passed out on a park bench, they threw up in like somebody walking down the road and they've got puke down their back and don't know it because somebody in the crowd threw up on them.
See, I thought it was the other kind of late night mistake.
Yeah, I
like,
was thinking this
like
was
I
for-
slept, like some kind of rating system for dudes you slept with, kind of thing.
No. And the fact that you thought that I would be on one of those websites makes me hurt on the little inside a little.
Well,
No,
I
no, your
mean, look,
doppelganger.
I have found a man that looks a lot like you, and I'm pretty sure is you on another website that's black and red.
Well, here's a grown ass man wearing a tutu and has a diaper on, and his diaper's full.
Ace book.
Would you like to see the diaper is full now
No.
as the title? I didn't
No.
think you would. No one should, but that's People of Walmart.
Oh, I thought that was the other one.
No, we're still on People of. Whoa! Look at these toenails. Oh.
I don't want to.
This
It
lady's
looks like a talkie.
All right, so
You can just keep that one. Yeah, I
my
don't
God,
need that
this
in my
is-
life.
Okay, so everybody, in case you need some funny in your life and you haven't laughed at people in a while,
Sometimes it's like a mild Reddit 50-50.
it's
okay to laugh at people sometimes.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
yeah, I think that it's certain things I feel like are okay to get a giggle out of, especially whenever it's just poor decision making.
Yeah.
Poor decision making is oftentimes funny from the outside looking in. It is probably embarrassing in hindsight to those that are getting noticed for it and then maybe being exploited via the laughter or the pictures. But
I think somebody's going to have to manually change the website for him.
Can I see? Hey, Austin. Austin, give me that laptop.
Austin?
Austin.
Austin?
Give that here.
Austin?
this picture's titled Stabbing His Way to Freedom.
Austin? You hand that over here.
Oh my God, he must have a tiny penis.
He's got so many knives.
Oh, I feel sorry for this man's wife.
So many knives. That man has 7 to 8 knives on his
And not
belt.
small knives. They're like
No.
Big fixed blades.
I bet he's got a big jacked up truck that's stupidly loud, too.
Oh, black smoke. All right. I don't need it no more. Just shut it. I'm getting off there.
Are you sure you don't want to scroll again?
Unless Tiny wants to scroll a little bit, he can scroll because once you see it fresh, like it's hard to you can. Oh man, I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, I mean that. So I mean, it's crazy because I haven't laughed that hard at memes in a while. But
man,
that's not even memes. That's just pictures.
People of Walmart is glorious. I forgot about how
I didn't know it was
glorious.
still alive and kicking.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's structured a little bit differently, and there are some things that you clearly aren't supposed to click on within it.
Right.
I should have probably said that to Tiny before I handed him my computer.
Wait, I didn't leave the browser.
All right, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Are you scrolling, or are you
I'm
typing in a
scrolling.
website?
I
Tiny,
kinda
can
did
see,
both.
I can see the reflection
I
in your
did both.
glasses, and
I'm
you're
scrolling on a website.
Don't get onto a website that's going to cause my computer to have bad things.
I didn't give your
Would it
computer
have-
cancer.
Would it have Discord?
It would
It
cost
would-
me some
It
Discord.
would.
There's a link in the description. You
It's
should
just-
check it out. It's a happy, slappy, fun time. We're live on there, uncut, uncensored, and irrevocably circumcised.
I know. I'm just on Discord, and by Discord I mean Reddit.
You also check us out on Patreon. Patreon. If you give us like $10 a month, just get a little cash, a little thank you for what we're doing. You get some extra videos. Get us from record button to record button. Get to listen to all of it, and sometimes we'll throw some new stuff. They may get a peek at some of the stuff that Black Flag is working on. We're doing some intro funness, and
We are.
we actually just got done doing a photo shoot where we may or may not have lost a Darth Vader lightsaber that was later recovered.
That's true. It was later on picked up. It was successfully found again.
I found it buried in the sand, weirdly. Someone claiming to be something Skywalker. I don't know.
Tiny, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get to this place.
What is this place?
Hold on, I'll show you if I can get there.
I'm
Does it
really
ever make you nervous seeing Tiny with a computer?
no. It makes me nervous seeing Tiny with my computer. Have,
Why?
why?
I'm not going anywhere weird other than Reddit.
Well, Reddit's bad
I
enough.
know, I found it.
Okay, what are you looking up on Reddit?
Hold on.
You
I'm getting rid of pop-ups. Yes, I'm over 18. How do you full screen this money?
I don't.
I don't know, Max.
You got to scroll up to the front to the. What is it? A video?
No, just the browser.
You got to go scroll it up to almost the corner. You'll see three dots. Click the green one.
Oh, okay.
The green one? Mm-hmm. Why can't they just do
That's
pictures?
dumb. Okay.
Hey,
So I've gone to a place that few people should go,
here we go.
and we're all going to do this together.
Oh,
I'm
oh
uncomfortable.
no.
By all, I mean all of us here in this room, and they'll be able to tell by our reactions what it is. I have found Reddit 50/50.
God damn it, I knew it was this.
I've never done a Reddit 50/50 since the last
Congratulations.
I don't want to do this.
time.
So
I said since the last time.
I'm okay with skipping the top one if you guys are.
Okay.
It's red model airplane or circumcision surgery.
Okay. Fuck it. Click it.
Okay.
Okay, what are you betting?
I hope it's a red airplane. Go somewhere else.
I'm so dead. Here, take it away. I don't know how to get out of that. I don't know MacBooks. I don't know.
Where just
Hey, make it go away. Make it go away. It was such a bad idea. Why did you let me do that?
immediate karma?
Why didn't you let me Google that on your computer? At least it's yours.
Oh god.
Let's see. I'm gonna see how tiny.
I don't know how it got full screen
I don't. Oh,
or how to make it go away.
Tiny, you froze it. You froze. You froze. You.
Turn it off.
I,
Turn it off. It'll go away.
Tiny, you froze the whole thing. Like the whole computer.
Auto closed it.
The whole computer is frozen on a zoomed-in picture of this. The whole thing is frozen on
I
a
don't
zoomed
know
in.
how it did it.
It's a zoomed-in picture of it. Okay, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
Oh,
I'm
God.
out. We did it. Everybody, we're safe. We're safe.
We
My
gotta do one more.
my
to see if we
computer
get a good
is
one.
No!
struggling.
We have to get one good one. Just
I
go to the
can't.
next one. We can call it a day.
Hold on, the computer is struggling. I'm going to give it a second to catch up because we did just slam it in the middle of all the operations.
We panicked.
I just wanted to turn the bad thing off.
We panicked.
Okay,
Monkey brain took over. It's just like close, bad, go.
okay, shoo. Okay,
Okay.
I think that I'm almost to where I need to be. Okay,
God.
we've got. Oh, let's see. Okay, would you rather? Okay, it could be strawberry jam in a jar, or a hole in somebody's shin.
Okay. I'm good either way, but I want strawberry jam.
I'm hoping for something good. I probably should talk to the mic. I'm hoping for something good.
No, it's just a hole in the shin. It's not even a good hole in the shin.
Okay.
It's like a pierce.
That's lame.
I feel like more
It's supposed to almost send you in a panic mode when it gets to a point when you're like, okay, it could be a fluffy kitty, and you're
Here,
like,
Otto, you click this one.
I don't.
Click this
I
one. A
don't-
strawberry in a lake, or an extracted tooth with an intact nerve.
I don't do body stuff.
I don't either, but I had to see it. Click the button. Click the button.
we've all pushed one. It's your turn.
Click the button.
It's like the worst Russian roulette.
No, there's a worse one.
Okay, you're right. The not as bad one.
It's the tooth.
It's the tooth. It's the tooth.
Okay, let me see it.
Oh, it's not even that bad.
It's not
It's
bad.
just a full. It's a full root.
I can't do body stuff.
I understand.
Well, anyway, so there's some things for you to do on the internet in
We
case
lost every time.
you haven't done internet in a while and you need some throwbacks just to get a different perspective on stuff. You can go to cheeseburger.com, get you some funny animals. You can get on Reddit 50/50 and absolutely ruin your damn day. If
It's hard to find that one.
whatever.
Honestly,
You don't need to be on rotten.com. You don't need to be on honestly
Right.
Reddit 50/50.
look, if you're
Just
going to
go
go
on-
to any of these, just go to I Can Have Cheeseburger.
I can have cheeseburger and people of Walmart are the only two
Yep.
we recommend.
People of Walmart is
Those
it is
two will
so-
improve your day.
It is so good. My face still literally hurts from
They have a full 3 grape approval, 3 grapes of goodness.
Well, thanks for joining us today, everybody. If you don't mind, whatever subscription that you're listening to us on, in case you already haven't, click that 5-star button. That'd be nice of you.
And share it.
Yeah.
Share it with your buddies. Share it with your mom. Share it with people that you hate. We heard some of you, your mom likes us, but not in the weird way.
I'm just going to go ahead and let you know if Ryan Reynolds walked in here with the grape cut of the Wolverine versus Deadpool movie shoved in his butt, that would just make my day better, honestly, because it would be on peopleofwalmart.com. We'd walk into Walmart with that in his butt, and we'd take a picture of him in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, does Ryan Reynolds' his ass look different in this picture? Well, it should. It has an entire Blu-ray disc.
He is a Redbox machine now.
Those are going the way of the dodo.